This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Mercer Bruto, this is Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. It was an epic Sunday at Augusta. Rory McIlroy looking to finally complete the career Grand Slam, entering with a 2-shot lead over Bryson DeChambeau. And check out the whole location on 16, matching that of the final round back in 1975. A touching nod to the 50-year anniversary of Jack Nicklaus capturing his 5th green jacket, thanks in large part to a 40-foot bomb on that par 3 16th. But it was a rough start for Rory. He blows this bogey putt on the opening hole and is forced to tap in for double bogey, immediately coughing up his 2-stroke lead. And Bryson capitalizes on the very next hole, drains the birdie putt to go up by a stroke at 11 under. But after Bryson faltered with a bogey on 3, it was Rory's turn to take advantage. Sets himself up for a birdie opportunity with a soft touch on this approach, before bending home the birdie putt, retaking the outright lead. And it was more the same on the next hole. After another Bryson bogey, Rory buries the birdie putt, opening up a 3-shot lead. Meanwhile, Corey Connors entered the day 4 strokes back of Rory, trying to become the first player in 14 years to overcome that large a deficit on Sunday. And ironically, Rory was the last player to cough up that big of a lead at Augusta on Sunday. But Connors was showing his nerves early too. An absolutely horrific miss from just over a foot away for his first of 2 bogeys in the first 4 holes. Back to Rory in some trouble on 7, but check out his recovery. He almost jars it, and all Rory can do is laugh. He'd stay par and maintain his 3-stroke lead. But he wasn't so lucky on 13. His 3rd shot comes up well short and finds the drink. That would lead to his 4th double bogey of the weekend. No one has ever won the Masters with at least 4 doubles in a single tournament. And that opened the door for a hard-charging Justin Rose. His 5th birdie in 6 holes sees him jump into a tie with Rory at 11 under, and things went from bad to worse for Rory at the very next hole. Leaves his par putt right on the edge, an agonizing bogey that drops him out of the lead altogether. But after Rose also bogeyed to drop back into the tie for the lead, check out Rory's 2nd shot for the par 5 15th. It is absolutely incredible. Puts him in a great position to eagle the hole for the 2nd time in as many days. But he'd miss that putt and settle for a birdie to reclaim the 1-stroke lead. Back to Rose on 18, and he ends his magical round with a bang. And the Englishman was fired up. He heads into the clubhouse with a share of the lead at 11 under. Rory, unfazed at 17 though, gets just enough carry for an absolutely perfect approach. He'd buried the short birdie putt to reclaim the 1-stroke lead. And now he just needs a par for the win, which is exactly what he had a chance to do on 18. But he couldn't come through in the clutch. More heartbreak for Rory, and we are off to a sudden death playoff. He needs to come through this time. It's important. All right, let's take a look at their scorecards after 18. Rory with a roller coaster day, finishing 1 over par, and that 1 stroke was the difference in him not winning his 5th career major, while the 44-year-old Rose went low, shooting a blistering 66 to reach his 2nd playoff at Augusta in the last decade. He lost to Sergio Garcia back in 2017, and is also still in search for his first green jacket. So on the 73rd hole of the weekend, Rose sails his approach just past the flag, giving him a decent look at birdie. But Rory has a response, sticks it even closer. And after Rose misses his birdie effort, Rory has another chance for glory.
The long journey is over. McIlroy has his masterpiece.
Rory is super emotional after finally getting over the hump at Augusta. In his 17th appearance, he became the first player to win the Masters, despite recording 4 double bogeys over the weekend. Rose becomes just the 2nd player to ever lose multiple playoffs at Augusta, joining Ben Hogan, while Rory finally completes the elusive career Grand Slam. He's just the 6th man to ever complete the career Grand Slam, and the first since Tiger 25 years ago. No other player needed more than 3 chances to turn the trick, while Rory needed 11 cracks at Augusta, but you know what? He'll take it. And of course, Rory finally gets to don the green jacket, as last year's champ Scottie Scheffler helps him slip it on for the first time. Just like that, like Cinderella's slipper. And let's take one last look at the final leaderboard. Corey Connors finishing at a tie for 8th after 3 over 75. However, his top 12 finish means he has an automatic berth to next year's Masters. And the PGA season continues later this week as Scottie Scheffler defends his title at the RBC Heritage. Corey Connors will also be in the field at Hilton Head. Coverage begins at 7:15 a.m. Eastern on TSN+. And we got more from Augusta with Electrifying Moments presented by Mercedes-Benz. Now, you might remember Rory McIlroy and Collin Morikawa providing electrifying holos from the bunker on 18 back in the final round of 2022. And we had a bit of deja vu on Sunday. Now, the stakes were much lower, but Min Woo Lee saves par with an incredible bunker shot. He ended his round 2 over and tournament 6 over, but he still left us with a memorable moment. Not to be outdone, Justin Thomas follows that up immediately with a chip-in of his own for birdie. Neither player finished in contention, but they end their tourneys on a high note. I love that the holeouts were equally matched, but also that dap. No one's talking about the dap. That was a nice dap. That's it for me today. We'll see you back tomorrow, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. Have a good one.